Hi guys, it's Jay again from Ayaba's Wind. Happy New Year. It is 2021, January. I am here to do your reading that will cover the next several months in 2021. I hope all has been well. For you guys who have not seen my previous videos, I'm a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition. So I'll be interpreting the cards from an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective at times. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. I really appreciate all of my wonderful subs and all of the people who have graced me with their presence. I thank you so much. So yeah, if you would like to get a private reading, my email address is ayabaswind, W-Y-N-D, 999@gmail.com. This is a general reading. It's going to cover the next several months, but if you identify with anything and you'd like to explore it further, I'm definitely here for you. You don't have to get a reading with me. You can get a reading with someone else if you want. But yeah. So this spiritual advice that's going to be given to you is going to come in the form of like quotes and or sayings, okay? And then we'll explore it a little deeper. You may want to get a pen and paper to write things down because it's going to be a lot of information. Some of it will apply, all of it will apply, or none of it will apply. Some of it will have taken place in the past. Some things could be happening now, or some things could happen in the near future, okay? So let's get started. All right, guys. So for my lovely Aries, I'm doing fire signs right now. I love fire. I'm a fire sign. What Spirit is saying, the pupil wants to know more than the teacher, okay? So what Spirit is saying is that, yes, you may be very intelligent, but, we all got to start somewhere, okay? And that it's very important to show respect, to the people who have come before us, and to, listen to the wisdom, collect the wisdom, make sense of the wisdom and see how it incorporates into our life and, build upon that. Okay. And so what Spirit is saying, you can become famous or notorious. Okay. The choice is yours. Okay. You can make a situation what you want it. So Spirit is saying, choose wisely. All right. Because you can have all the fame and the fortune and the glory and everyone could love you, but then you could do something that could like bring you shame, bring you drama, and bring you misery. Okay, so Spirit is saying choose wisely, make the right choices. Okay, Spirit is talking about being careful of alcoholism this year. So be moderate with your drinking. Okay, maybe try and cut down on the drinks, because Spirit is saying that there's something on the horizon. The alcohol, the use of substances can lower your vibration and it can impact you in a negative way. And, you could be susceptible to spiritual attacks. Okay. And I get a lot of this from, people who I read, godchildren that I have. It's like, why would people want to throw something at me? Like I have not done anything to anyone. Guys, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do anything to anyone. You could look a certain way, have a certain color of skin, okay, wear a certain type of clothes, drive a certain type of car, live in a certain neighborhood, and people will not like you just on the strength of that. Okay, and it's not you, it's the person and their insecurities about themselves. But with that, sometimes people can weave wicked things, okay, and wish you ill will. All right. So what Spirit is saying that, you have the tendency to be a little flashy at times, and Spirit is like, okay, that's cool, but be careful it doesn't breed envy. Okay, be careful of being too showy on Instagram with the stories and the this and that. Okay, and you can if you want, but what Spirit is saying is be prepared for battle. Okay, be prepared for people looking at you kind of side-eyed or kind of coveting what it is that you have and wishing and plotting your destruction and downfall. Okay, the Spirit may be looking at you with the people may be looking at you with kind eyes, but there could be a lot of people who are looking at you kind of like wishing that you didn't have what you had. Okay, Spirit is talking about if there is someone that's this is not going to apply to everyone, but Spirit is saying Spirit's saying that someone is having a challenge possibly in coming out of the closet, or dealing with their sexuality or expressing their sexuality. Someone could be bisexual, basically. Okay. And what Spirit is saying, what they're doing is they're acknowledging this bisexuality. All right. But Spirit wants you to pray about it so that you can live your life as free as possible without the limitations that people put on you. Okay. And Spirit is acknowledging this, and Spirit knows that it is a challenge. Okay. What Spirit is saying is that money is like salt in water. Okay. We all know what salt does in water, right? It dissolves. So what Spirit is saying is watch your money, because the money could be here today, gone tomorrow. Money could be hemorrhaging out of the bank account. And it's really easy when we have the debit cards and all that, we can swipe, and we seem to forget to check the balance. And then finally, when we check the balance, we're like, oh my God, I'm in the negative right now. How did that happen? Okay, so Spirit is saying, just watch your money. What Spirit is saying, be careful of giving too much information, giving too much of yourself, because it can cause loss for you. Okay, especially at work, giving advice about things related to work, because you could be empowering someone to get the position that you may be working towards. Okay, if you're that ambitious. Okay, so what Spirit is saying, be careful of giving too much information at work, because this person could what do you say, usurp you? That's not even a word that I use. Usurp you. I think. Okay. If you know what usurp is, I think usurp is like overtake, override, but you can put it in the comments. Usurp you or usurp you is a very, I think, a very Victorian term. But anyway, what Spirit is saying, that there could be a potential embarrassment or scandal with a pregnancy. Okay. Something could happen where one night stand could turn into you being pregnant for 9 months. Okay. And Spirit is saying, just be mindful. Like, if you're ready for it, great. Bring that baby into the world. Just be careful. Okay. Or it could be that you are in a relationship and, you have someone on the side, and then someone gets pregnant, and then it causes a big embarrassment and scandal in the life. Okay. Spirit is saying that there could be business associates that are jealous of you. Okay. That could be colleagues that you work with. Be very careful. There could be people that are jealous of you, or you could be jealous of these people, but there is jealousy in the workplace. Okay. But Spirit is saying it's very important at this time for you to not take revenge. Okay, that Spirit will have their way with them. There will be divine justice. All right. And Spirit wants you to have a clean heart. There's almost the saying, like, have your heart as light as a feather. I think that's the whole, Kemet philosophy on, living your life, or the something with Ma'at, the Ma'at, ways of living your life. Okay, I'm not really well versed in Kemet, but I know it has something to do with having your heart as light as a feather and doing the right thing, and and good things will come back to you. Okay. And Spirit is saying, like, if you can have red feathers around you, or if you have like a red feather that you could wear in your hat, something like that, that'll be good. Spirit is talking about trying, this year is a good year to see if you can get counseling or therapy. Okay, just to talk through challenges, maybe childhood traumas. Okay, you don't have to let people know where you're going. Set it up. The Spirit is saying that your mental health is going to be very important to you. Okay. And what Spirit is saying, be careful of arrogance. Okay, because arrogance can lead to poverty. So this is why Spirit wants you to be very discreet. Spirit is talking about, like, 2 rams don't drink from the same water hole, which means is that 2 people are not getting along. Okay, for some reason, it's either 2 people, you and someone in the household, in a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, something is up. Okay, you got to watch for people who are fair weather friends. Friend today, enemy tomorrow. Okay. Watch for insanity. Watch for, you feeling like you're losing your head, like you're going on these real dramatic emotional swings, and this is not typical for you. Keep your head cool, keep your head wrapped in white, do a lot of white baths. My white baths, I'm gonna link the recipe for the white bath in the description of this video. Okay, and do the white bath once a week at least, to uplift you and to keep you clear, to keep you stable, and to keep you in a place where you will be able to function all right, in the right way. And what Spirit is saying, to steer clear of like drugs and alcohol, because that will lower your vibration, and that can, interfere with Spirit, with you connecting to Spirit, okay, the way you need to connect to Spirit. All right, Spirit is saying that, it can be very difficult for you dealing with people who are just like you, okay, and Spirit is just acknowledging that. Spirit is saying that, there could be some females that are watching this that can have a masculine and or aggressive energy. And, there's no judgment, but what Spirit is saying is that sometimes that can cause challenges in relationships for you. Okay. And that Spirit is saying that there's going to be a lot of work that's needed for relationships to work. Okay. And what Spirit is saying is that, you can have difficulty with being with someone all the time. Spirit is saying that you are going to need your space, even if it's for an hour or two. You can't have someone on top of you and always in your grill and always around you like that. It will be too much. You'll get aggravated. You'll get annoyed. All right. And what Spirit is saying, watch your tongue, because you have a razor sharp tongue. You could cut people and slice people and destroy people with your tongue. So much to the point where, you get in an argument with someone, you tell them, I hope you, break your leg, and they can leave you, go down the steps, fall down the steps and break their leg. Okay. This is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is talking about like you search, but you don't know, like it's almost like you're searching, but you're not yet content with outcomes or with situations. It's like, you may still be unclear about where it is you really want to be, what it is you really want to do, so what Spirit is saying, you are a heavy spiritualist. You have, intense spiritual gifts. And so what Spirit is saying, use it. Okay. And you're going to be able to tap into these energies to help you to be able to focus and determine where you are truly supposed to be. Okay. So what Spirit is saying, you are like a magician. You can manifest things. You have the gift of manifestation. Okay. So you're going to start creating the things that you want. You're not going to tell things about what you don't want. I don't want is not going to be in your vocabulary this year. You're going to talk about all the things you want, and you're going to make it such so that it will manifest. Okay. You can do daily affirmations. What you can do is you can get your little piece of paper, your notebook, and write down 5, 10, 20 affirmations, and make sure you make a point of it to say those affirmations daily. Okay. It's very important. Make a time, like in the morning before you get up at your nightstand, have those affirmations and get into it. Okay. Before you put that foot on the ground. All right. And Spirit is saying, yes, you're like a magician. You can create things, but you got to be careful of manifesting things that could blow up in your face. So essentially what Spirit is saying is be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. And then are you going to be equipped and capable of handling what it is that comes your way? Okay. So what Spirit is talking about is, this is speaking, well, this can go for men or women, because this can pop up with men too, that there is a spirit of a dead child that is with you, that is walking with you, that could be causing problems with you conceiving. Okay. So if you are watching this and you are having challenges conceiving, you can't hold the baby in your womb, you're having miscarriages, or the children are being born preemie or prematurely, or you're giving birth to special needs, or you're just having problems just in that beginning phase of conception, Spirit is saying is that there is a child that was supposed to be born that was not allowed to be born. Maybe because you had an abortion, maybe there was a miscarriage, okay? And this spirit of this child is very possessive, and possibly a bit angry that it was not able to come through you, okay? And as a result of that, and I say that the candle flickered, I say that, and so because the spirit is jealous, okay, and was upset that it wasn't able to come through, and maybe putting a block on you being able to have children. So if you feel like this applies to you, you can definitely email me and we could set something up. Maybe you can get a reading or whatever, or you can get a reading with someone else who does something like me. All right. However, if you identify with this, there's things that we can do to, try and remedy the situation. Now, if you're male watching this too, or if you're female, well, I was talking to the females, but it could be that the spirit of this dead child could have been a brother or sister of yours. So in your family lineup, your mother could have conceived or could have been pregnant with a child that died before you, or pregnant with a child that died after you. And for some reason, the spirit of this dead child is around you, your dead brother or dead sister. Okay. And this could maybe presenting challenges with having children. Okay. That's a possibility. And then finally, the spirit is saying that the soldier never sleeps. So this is telling me to tell you, you got to sleep with one eye open. Why? A soldier is involved in war. You got it. So what Spirit is saying is that someone has thrown something, or someone will be throwing or trying to throw something at you in the next several months. Okay. And Spirit is wanting you to keep your eyes open, because this energy can heat up and cause you challenges later on. Okay. And like I said, it's not going to apply to everybody. Okay. And this could have happened in the past, could be happening now, or it could happen in the future. Spirit is warning you to be careful of the law at your door and to be careful of fire in your house. Do not leave candles unattended, because this is a hot energy that's around. It could be that someone could be trying to throw some spell work, black magic at you, and could be trying to destroy things. So with candles being unattended, no, a mouse could knock the candle over and set the whole house on fire with this kind of energy that's around. Okay. Well, Spirit is talking about, your head needs to be cleansed spiritually. Okay. And so you can, make your white bath, say your prayers over it for clarity, for strength, for wisdom, to strengthen your spiritual eye, to remove any blockages and obstacles that are in the way of you achieving your greatness. Okay. And you can do these white baths periodically, but in the white bath, you put over your head too. Okay. And you're always praying as you're doing these baths. You're praying for what you want. Okay. Not what you don't want. And Spirit is saying your white baths, wearing white hats, white scarves, sleeping in white, doing a lot of prayers and meditation. I would suggest you do mantras for protection. Okay. There's like 2 or 3 very easy mantras for you to pronounce, just like how you play a song on the radio and you pick up the hook, the chorus really quickly. The mantras are very easy. Okay. And you say the mantras for 8 to 10 minutes, or 108 times in the morning and 108 times at night. And so there's one that's the Durga mantra. It goes like this: Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. And you say that for 8 to 10 minutes, all right? Or 108 times. There's another one that goes like this: Om Ayudaye Namaha. Om Ayudaye Namaha. Om Ayudaye Namaha. Okay? Same thing, 8 to 10 minutes, 108 times. Okay? And so you can look at my protection mantras there and figure out what you want to do. What Spirit is saying, do not have weapons in your house. Don't carry weapons, no knives, no nothing. because that can attract the energy of war, a warring energy to you. It can bring fights to you. You can pull energy with those weapons, okay? And Spirit is saying now is not the time for that. You know, Spirit is saying you have many enemies that are lurking. There are many, many enemies, okay? Some that you could not even imagine, okay? And Spirit is saying for a small group of you, there could be someone that could have dreamt that they were on fire or that there was a fire in their dream, and Spirit is just acknowledging that. And Spirit is really like saying someone has done some brujeria and witchcraft to make you fail materially and morally. Okay, and this is due to envy. Whoever has done this work to you because they're jealous, they're envious of you. Okay, and they want to see you fail materially and morally. Okay, and this is due to envy. So Spirit is like saying, and I'm seeing like you can get the spiritual eye. You should have an eye around your neck. Okay, you can get the eyes of Saint Lucy charm. You can get that, or you can get the evil eye. Just get the eye in a different color than what your eye is. Okay, and wear that on your neck. I know people like to wear the bracelets and all that. No, I mean you can do that, but you got to have something around your neck because your face is right here. So when people look at your face, they got to get whatever shit they're wishing on you, they got to get it back. It's got to be deflected off of you. All right. You can also get a quartz crystal, little quartz crystal, and or prism to deflect stuff off of you. Okay. Spirit is saying, if you are a male watching this, or if you are into women, be careful of a woman trying to tie you down, okay? Because what Spirit is saying that if you are having problems in your life, it could be problems as a result of this woman trying to tie you, okay? Because there is a woman trying to get revenge against you out of being hurt or whatever, all right? What Spirit is saying, do not speak unless you know what you are talking about, okay? Because you know, it's that saying, choose your words wisely. Yeah, if you're trying to speak and someone continually interrupts you and you can't get your thought out, it is Spirit saying to refrain from speaking, okay? Not that what you have to say is not valuable, okay, to contribute to the conversation, but Spirit is trying to spare you and save you for a potential war that could be put upon you by what you could say. Okay. And it could be a very little thing. You could say, oh no, I don't agree. I don't agree with such and such. And the person who you're having the conversation with could be like, oh, really? And they can get an attitude and then start envisioning you getting a car accident and all kinds of shit. So nah, you don't need to do that. So don't do that. Okay. Spirit is saying, be careful of distrusting people who are really honest with you. Okay, just reevaluate that, because you know that's not a good look. You know, there are good people out there, and Spirit is wanting you to not be so cynical about everyone that comes your way. Spirit is talking about don't wear other people's clothing. So no thrift stores, okay, no Buffalo Exchange, no Beacon's Closet if you're in New York City, okay? Or, you know, I love secondhand store. I used to thrift all the time. I would get vintage Gucci and Louis and all kinds of like beautiful finds. But there are spiritual imprints associated with those items. People wore them. People use them. I don't care how sanitized and clean they are. They still have the spiritual imprint. Okay, I had a god brother, and he's a big time artist now, but like I had a god brother, like he loved to go to thrift stores, and he got this jacket, this like hot leather jacket, and he put it on, and he started feeling like this weird energy. Like all of a sudden this thing just came over him, and he was like, oh no. Something's not right. He politely took that jacket off and left it on the park bench, if I have the story correct, okay? But anyway, nevertheless, he got rid of that jacket, all right? So yeah, don't wear other people's clothes if you can help it. If you I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, if something goes wrong, you spill something on something, you got to do what you got to do, but you got to do a spiritual bath after you put someone else's clothes on, okay? Spirit is saying no stripes now. Stripes are not a good look right now. Stripes are can cause confusion. You know, it can bring a lot of attention to you. And right now, Spirit is saying a lot of attention to you is not a good look, okay? You're trying to keep things calm because the energy for the next several months can be a little bit hot, okay? And Spirit is trying to save you from that heat, okay? A Spirit is talking about like when you get angry, the blood could rush to your head, okay? And it could affect your sight. It can cause you to black out, and maybe do something that you wouldn't normally do, or it can cause like a possible aneurysm, okay? An explosion in your head, okay? The Spirit is saying for any men that are watching this, be very careful with what you do out in the street, okay, with different lovers, okay, because this energy that is speaking is saying that it can cause impotency, okay, and it can cause you to lose your virility, okay, if you are running out in the street with this person and that one and this person and that person. That if you are doing too much out there, you know, at the romping shop with this one and that one, you could become impotent. And it will be as a result of punishment for you doing these things, okay, in this energy. And Spirit is saying, you know, this is not a good time to be bullying people, okay, because you don't need any unnecessary heat on you. Spirit is talking about no red at this time because this energy is hot around you. So if you got to wear red very sparingly, okay? Spirit is talking about someone wants to accuse you of something. Like they're like itching to accuse you of something. You know, just be very careful, okay, with who you are with, okay? And this may be you. You may have accused someone of something that they didn't deserve to be accused of, okay? But Spirit is saying be mindful of this. Spirit's talking about, yeah, you know, sometimes life can be rough. It could be a challenge. It could be a battle, all right? But things will get better, you know, through prayer, through meditation, through your spiritual baths, your mantras. You will be okay, all right? Always be aware of what is happening around you, okay? Right now, you cannot take a break, okay? You got to get on your A game with your spirituality, all right? It is very important because Spirit is saying that there's something brewing on the horizon, okay? And you want to be on top of things so that no one can knock you down, okay? And so you can keep it moving, all right? For some of you, there could be some of you that are paranoid about near-death experiences, okay? And Spirit is acknowledging this, and Spirit is saying, you know, maybe think about going to get therapy, you know, doing a lot of white baths, you know, prayer and meditation are going to help to calm that anxiety and paranoia, okay? What Spirit is saying is like sometimes you could be the cause of your own problems. So, you know, there is always a better way to do things. And through your prayer and meditation, Spirit will show you the better way to do things, okay? And, you know, if you deal with women, you know, Spirit is saying that some of you people who deal with women may never be satisfied, okay? And, you know, Spirit is trying to want you to try and look at the blessings and the positive aspects that you have in your partner, all right? With this energy, what you can do, what I can tell you to do is to mop out your house from the back to the front with hot water. Mop all the stuff out. Mop all that heat out of your house because this energy that's around is hot, okay? Once you do that, you're going to get another bucket of water, but it's going to be ice water. You're going to put ice in it. And you're going to take your mop and you're going to mop from the front of your house in, okay, to cool things down. And that should be good. Guys, this has been your New Year's 2021 reading for the next several months. If you have any questions, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND999 at gmail.com, especially if you want a private reading. Please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Ciao.